Quercus virginiana, the live oak tree, providing much shade, especially in this neighborhood. It's loaded with them. Now, dealing with the leaves and other things are one condition. What about the lack of sunlight or much shade? That's going to have everything to do with the plants that we choose on today's designer's landscape. I thought I would show you 3 existing plants in here that are doing very well with the lack of sunlight. To your right over here, the holly fern, a nice thick bed of it, no maintenance, low maintenance. The mondo grass or any type of border grass has done well here. Under this canopy, the leaves fall, they act as mulch, and so less raking or need to even haul out the leaves. Look at this, no turf grass, nothing to mow. Turf is the highest maintenance plant you have on your property. Remember that. Some people think, oh, I can't grow my turf very well. Well, increase those beds and put low maintenance plants. This Asiatic jasmine bed is flushing with new growth, low maintenance, easy to take care of. Now we've got some new varieties to show you today as well. Now remember, we're talking part sun and shade, so you might want to take note of some of these. Also, these varieties that we're going to use today, I recommend if you're looking for plants in your locale, drive around, pay attention. If you find something that works in a similar condition that you have, take note of that variety or find out what it is. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here. The friends and neighbors are already practicing things that you can put to good use. Behind me here, I've placed a couple of these Chinese fan palms. I want to show you there was a cluster over in the corner. So with this big blank wall, I thought, well, let's get some smaller palms. I put 3 here and then we spread a few others out to kind of give this some impact. It'll crawl over the wall like you see these others have done with time. And again, give us the wall as a backdrop, and then we want to come down. So green fan palm, right? The Chinese fan palm. Let me introduce you to some color here with this purple sweet potato vine. It'll grow in the part sun. It'll grow in the full sun, but it bleaches out. It does really good in the shade. I've done kind of a circle here, and these plants in a month, in 3 months, in 6 months, they will fill in this whole underneath area. With that, I think a good combination is the Aztec grass. Low maintenance in the border grass family, but this purple and white combination really looks good. Before we go too far, I wanted to show you what we had to deal with. This pond was in the courtyard, which I'm headed that way, but I thought it was just a shallow little pond. We had to empty the water out of this, dump it, and then backfill. So a little bit of work there. We'll haul him off, but at the gate heading to the backyard, I wanted to share a couple new varieties with you. From the Southern Living Plant Collection, this is Angyo star Fatshedera. What a beautiful variegated cross between an English ivy and heterohelix that variegated in nature. This grows about 5 feet tall, but it doesn't have a lot of substance to the stem, so it's going to need to be staked. We might even make a pyramidal type trellis for this to crawl on and have it push up toward and even over the small wall behind me. In front, the soft caress mahonia. This is a beautiful part sun to shade loving plant that'll do really well. It's a clumper, so we don't prune this flat or try to round it. It's got different stalks or stems of different heights, so we let the ones in the back grow a little taller while we keep the stems and all cut closer in the front. Now, just letting you know, this plant blooms with a beautiful yellow flower in early winter. So we look forward to that. Again, with our part sun or shade condition here, these plants are going to really do well. So we've balanced over here on this side with another Fatshedera and 3 of the mahonia, soft caress. I'm going to head to the courtyard now. It's looking good. Now, when there are new plant varieties, patented or non-patented, that work for a landscape contractor or a homeowner, we've got to talk about it. One from the Southern Living Plant Collection is this new Ligustrum called Sunshine. Look at the yellow gold foliage year-round that this adds to the landscape. This will grow 3 to 5 foot if you let it go overall. These are going to have to maintain and be sheared back to take this round or globular form. Matter of fact, there's a tip over here, so you can see where giving it a haircut regularly is going to kind of keep it in space here. I've used some where you are to cross over and make a little balance left and right. This is a full sun plant. Now we have more sun coming as we go east to west to my back, and that's why we're seeing how this will do here. I think it's going to be plenty of sunlight. So underneath, a low bromeliad, apostle iris to do the corner, and this takes us over to the cordyline. Design a line cordyline. What a beautiful burgundy or purple foliage. I like the upright spiky grass habit that it has and the look. I've used 3 to try to tie in the balance, and also I've planted some outside of where the courtyard wall is. That's going to make a nice presentation and balance as you come in. More apostle iris underneath, and I couldn't help but add a specimen evergreen. This keeps its leaves year-round. Japanese blueberry. Now, this will have to be pruned with time to maintain its look. But from the inside looking out, the homeowner said, well, one of my neighbors said, why don't you put small boxwood around the perimeter? Well, that would enhance the square box that the courtyard has. How can we fill in some areas? That's what this tree does. Like I said, from inside looking out, it's a great presentation. It takes your eye down to the underplanting while filling up this corner. Otherwise, your eye would go up to the corner. With night lighting that we've installed, this has got to look good in the evening. Finally, coming close to you, Nandina obsession. Now, this is a low maintenance Nandina. Nandina domestica can grow 8 to 10 feet tall, but this low grower, about a 3 to 4 foot overall height and beautiful fall color, is not only cold tolerant, but a low maintenance plant. These improved varieties from the Southern Living Plant Collection, they're all winners, and so they've taken characteristics that help the professional as well as the homeowner to give long-lasting and durable varieties. Beautiful fall color. Our mulch of choice here today is a pine bark mini nugget. It kind of goes with the natural live oak leaves that you see all around here. Mixes in well, nice and dark, stay around for a long time. It's kind of tricky getting through these small little bromeliads. So we dump a lot of little piles where we have cavities or open areas. Sometimes you can even wait till after you have mulched to add your annuals or small plants like the bromeliads are. But I think we're doing good. The mulch always adds such a beautiful final touch. Now you might want to get a pen and paper to take note of the varieties that we use today that are very shade tolerant. Enjoy our recap. Remember, if you don't have full sun around your house, you can still use low maintenance ground covers, colorful plant material that are shade loving, lower maintenance. Let the leaves fall where they may. I hope you've enjoyed some of the tips and plants that we've used today. For the Designer's Landscape, I'm Gary Allen. I'll see you. Oh, and by the way, we'd like to thank Encore Azaleas and the Southern Living Plant Collection for some of the varieties you've seen us use here today. Thank you.